Greetings! I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Dark Cloud. The darkest of all clouds shall be prevented before you. My microphone exploded again, so this is gonna be another much more edited version of the dungeon. What is happening right here is I had an extra sundew, and I wanted to use it because I'm leaving this area. I'm probably not going to come back to this dungeon. There's no reason to have a sundew. I should use it hoping to get gems. Didn't really work out, but I used up the sundew. And these guys actually give a decent amount of experience. I'm going to have to experiment with like leveling up things also. Boom! Speaking of decent amounts of experience, he just got full weapon experience, which is great. So, he said help getting to level 2 quite a bit. So I decided to just do that. I haven't decided which hammer I'm pursuing yet, but I doubt I'm pursuing the one that takes like tons of magic stats. It's probably going to be this one. And I know what it turns into now. I'm going full Mimic Breaker right now. But yeah, I'll get that built up. It'll be cool. I wasn't going to look at weapons, like the weapon map, but I've looked up a few weapons that I have just to know, and I know for sure that this weapon turns into the battle axe. So, or it can turn into a magical hammer, but I'm not doing that. Look at that, I get stamina drink, and that was like the only worthwhile thing. And then the rest of the dungeon, not so much, but I cleared it. When I turn this into a battle axe, it should be quite a bit better than the default battle axe, however, so I'm not all that worried about that. But let's go directly to Queens, directly to the new town. By the way, I'm ordering a new microphone. This was the final straw. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I still don't know what causes it. I recorded an episode right before the last one, too. But yeah, as you can see, this is like, it's an interesting place. Like, where are you gonna build here? It's just a weird canal. But, it's more than that, obviously. We're on day 10. Arrive at dusk. But yeah, the middle has a canal. You can't actually build anything on said canal. But I guess it's kinda cool. All of the building is going to happen in these sections over here. But right now, we just got a series of empty lots. I don't really like the way it's cordoned off like that. Like, when you run around... Like, I don't know, it's just not as fun as making... I kind of wish all the towns were just gigantic empty lots, to be honest. Because anything more clever or complicated actually restricts the amount of things that you're able to do. So it's kind of counterintuitive. Like, make it less interesting starting off, makes it more interesting later on, and more customizable, but... You're kind of limited in your customizable abilities, anyway, in this game if you want to actually get everyone happy. Oh, you! So there are humans other than myself here. I thought I was the only one left in the whole wide world. Good to know there's someone, even though you're only a kid. I'm Rando. I sell goods here in Queens, and you, that's still fun. It was funny to me the first time I recorded, it's funny to me the second time that he's just some rando. Oh, so you're Cross. We don't have to stand here talking. Why don't we go over to my shop? Fair enough. Presumably he survived because he was in his shop, and the shop is still there, so... Guess the genie didn't come out to the docks. And I guess he was the only one in the docks? What? They brought that fat beast back to life? Fools! They must be from the east. They are up to some madness again. Those blasted Easterners. Blood-sucking scum of the earth. Even back then... Damn it! So, what's this moon orb like that you're looking for? I see. Maybe it's lost in the undersea treasury. It's a shipwreck at the bottom of the Queen Sea. Most merchants in Queen use it as a warehouse. But It's changed lately, and now there are monsters everywhere. That giant monster that attacked Queens must be the cause. Today, it's so dangerous a place that we cannot go to get our merchandise. Do you still want to go there? Alright, I'll help you. Come, follow me. So he seems to have some type of familiarity due to something that's happened in his past, clearly, about the Easterners that caused this whole thing. This Queens is a town of merchant traders. Some items we handle are really rare and expensive. Such expensive items need special care. The safest place to keep such items here in Queens is... It's kind of a huge safe at the bottom of the sea. But you're wondering why that ship sank there, aren't you? It was about 100 years ago. The queen reigning over Queens passed away. And that was when the townspeople, who adored the queen, sunk her favorite ship along with her. It's the wrecked ship at the bottom of the sea near Queens. When Queens revived as a merchant town, the late queen's sunken ship started to serve as the undersea treasury. Sounds a bit disrespectful, but merchants are practical. They make the best of any situation. What? Oh, how are you going to get there? Take a look at that. It is the submarine turtle that makes the trips back into the submarine turtle. Alright. Does it look like a turtle? I mean, it's green. This is what the merchants use to ride to and store valuable items in the treasury. It's worded a little bit oddly. Merchants use to ride to and store... Okay, yeah, it's the two twos. Now, the fact that I'm paused at the screen for so long means that I had trouble reading this the first time also. Alright. There. It's all yours. It only carries one person, so you have to go alone. This is... whatever. How do you operate it? It's easy. Just get in, and it will take you to the shipwreck. It was designed for merchants who know little about machines and are only good at counting money. I'll be in my store, so stop by anytime you need something. Oh, and I'll give you a hand, but I have to charge you for the goods. Even in times like this, a merchant is a merchant. Take care. So, I mean, the whole concept of how it works, my party works, is permanently tested by this game, showing that everyone else just perceives me as me. It doesn't seem like the other characters are with me. But, you know. Like, it can only fit one person. By the way, then the three of us just go to the ship. Do we make 3 trips that it doesn't show? And again, I mentioned, like, when you were, like, tied up before. It doesn't act like the 3 of us were tied up. I do wish they put a little bit more to include the other characters in the game like that. Like, you seriously, they join your party and disappear. And they basically don't say anything ever. Like, when's the last time you heard Luna say anything? Did you find that moon orb thing? I'll go looking for it where I think it might be. Weep, boop. Surprised I did that good of a job reading this when I can't control the speed of the text scroll. Oh, God! I don't remember that happening. Well, good thing this thing operates pretty much automatically because I can't see anymore. Oh, well, not too bad. I don't think there's a lot of reading in this episode because no one's here. Everyone is trapped inside of Atla. But I shall free them with Atlamalia! I am kind of excited to get a new headphone anyway. I just hope it works out. I'm going to spend $50, which isn't a lot. But it's, I think, will be the most expensive headphone that I've ever bought. So. And, oh, that's right. Alright. I had enough to level up. Bam. Wise Owl Sword, level 4. Not entirely sure how close I am to getting whatever. I didn't look up the Wise Owl Sword, by the way. I didn't look up anything that doesn't have, like, options. I might have looked up the Steel Slingshot, though, and saw that it was meh. But I didn't look up the Bandit Slingshot, so... I don't know. I don't really want to know. I kind of want there to be a surprise. But there's a lot that I need to level this up, it looks like. I think the animal needs to go... I mean, it goes over 24. 5 probably needs to go under 30. I don't think there's anyone where it's like, the requirement of this is 27 animal attack. Like, maybe. It's probably always going to be a divisible by 3, I would think, but... Yeah, Thunder also... Yeah, it might be hard to level this one up, actually, unless I get another sword and blend it into it. And even then, I don't know. Someone told me that you can purchase gems eventually, though. But we'll see. That would be amazing. But I don't know. I don't think I really need to worry about min-maxing too hard in this game. Unless I do the super secret, insane bonus dungeon, which I'm told is insane to get through and takes massive amounts of grinding. And I would much rather stream something like that, to be honest. But if I do it, it's probably going to be extremely truncated. I only show, like, the highlights. Which might be just the ending, for all I know. Alright, level 1. Also, I don't have a... Oh, that's right. I know I talked about it in the original, but I didn't have a Durand Feather. That's just been chilling in my inventory the whole time. But I saw that I just bought some Durand Feathers, so... That's a good. And I need to start using some of them stamina drinks, too. They're just taking up space. Alright, there we go. Got the best item in the game. That shouldn't even be an item, because I think you should just be able to run anyway. I would actually rather that, like, instead of having the Durand Feather, you just ran. Even if it was slower than normal. Like, somewhere in between the Durand Feather and this. Because I usually slam into walls when I have the Durand Feather working anyway. And premium water. I'm trying to free up item space by using a water when I didn't have to, and it just gives me another one. But at least it gave me a good one. And so for the Bandit Slingshot, I need Water Killer, right? Sea Killer, that's what it's called. Way easier to find Sea Killer here, I'm sure. I could kill certain, because you know there's going to be a lot of sea guys. We're underwater. I know that I can use like items to turn people into Sea Killers. So once you get to this point, you can find it pretty readily. I mean, that guy wouldn't give it, but I bet that crab walking around, pretty sure that's a Sea Killer. Gunny. Oh, there's a skeleton. Okay. Good thing I saw it. I can't warn myself, for this is the past. For me. And for you. For you, I guess it's the present. Unless you think about this moment fondly. And I stole some soap. As you do. That, I mean, you can't see it, because a column was blocking it. But that is the key to get out of here. There's no random crap in this stage. In fact, I don't think there's any random crap in any of the stages except for the second one. You find one key, it's a hook, you leave. Nothing weird where you gotta please the machinations of picky owls. Sunshades. Yeah. I do kind of want to... I want to show this dungeon level in its entirety due to the first one, unless there's, like, empty space, but I'll probably be truncating the rest just because I don't... It's hard to know what I'm thinking. Right now I'm thinking I'm going to go right to that dot right under me, probably. Okay. But now I'm like... I mean, I could have kept on running. It looks like I was thinking to for a split second. But I don't know. Right now... I bet I'm thinking I should use an item because he's really weak. Yup, okay. Look, I guess I can somewhat predict what I was going to do. But, like, a stone would kill him right now. It makes sense. Looks like I'm choosing the lightning gem. Boom! And hopefully... There we go. It's as easy as that to obtain Sea Killer now. Okay, now I'm thinking that I'm going to switch to Luna and replace her wind with more Sea Killer. Look at me. Look at me knowing what I did whenever I recorded this. It was a few days ago. It's probably not that ridiculous that I remember, but I don't. don't remember any of this. So really, I really do just have to guess. Right now I'm probably thinking I have to repair that item because it's beeping at me. You could probably guess too. Alright, now what will I do next? I'm gonna say go down. How could he have known he was gonna go down instead of going all the way to the dungeon to the other side? So these scary looking spike things can only be jumped over by a anthropomorphic cat. Possibly an anthropomorphic frog, but this is not Breath of Fire, so. And I think the anthropomorphic frog that they give you in that game, I don't think he could jump over in his humanoid form. And probably in his other form, too big. So, never mind. Only anthropomorphic cats. You know, like our friend from Breath of Fire. Cat. Or Lynn, if you prefer. I do not. Whippy-doo! It's a nice, what was that, 180 damage? Or it'd be like 204 damage? Or so, there's a lot of damage, that combo. Oh my god. It's... I think I've stated many times, maybe not though, because I don't know how much I play Gar, that just his regular attack is really annoying to me. He's not that fun to play because of it. You really do just have to do the whippy-doo attack constantly, so... It's nice to have options. I mean, it would be nice to have options with Luna even, but just her move is so effective when you have it powered up. It doesn't grate at me quite as much as Garo, but... just something. I don't know how they do it exactly. Maybe even just a second move you could use. That would, like, an intra move kind of like what Cross has, where you can charge up once or charge up twice. Like, maybe you could even have, like, just a swipe with his hammer, like a super quick jab. Like a and then maybe that would have some knockback to knock people towards walls or something. And then you just hold it a little bit longer. They could even use the PlayStation 2, had pressurized buttons. It was one of the first ones that did. Like, the harder you press the button, there would be a different move. And a lot of fighting games use this. So they could have it so, like, you do the quick little, like, and that could also be timing-based, just how long you hold it. But, I don't know, use the pressure, so you have to, like, mash it, and then he'll do a slam attack, which is his normal attack. Because it has its place, it's just... It's not a good thing to be like, slam attack, then you have to wait. Slam attack, then you have to wait. Whereas Cross is just like, slash, 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 slash. There's no waiting. There's no point where you're suddenly vulnerable. Yeah. And then you have to wait against the fact that that combo is so incredibly effective that it seems ridiculous to ever not use it. He said, as he observed his past self not using it, perhaps for variety. It's very possible. Okay, so I'm guessing I figured I'd get the Atla on the way back, because I have to come back this way anyway. And that way I don't have to switch my character. This is just a CrossKnights case study at this point. I don't know what I'm... Oh, looks like I'm gonna murder this guy too. Alright, Blizzard Stone! There it is. Very nice. We're gonna kill the entire sea by the end of this Let's Play. One slingshot bolt at a time. Not that the sea isn't already doing a good job of just randomly dying. I'm pretty sure the Great Barrier Reef is just dead. And you know the reason? Sea killer on a slingshot. Really should have stopped that. Wham! Oh. Gotta be honest, I'm not quite sure how only one of those hit. There must be some, like, very minor knockback, and it somehow knocked them back out of the frames of the move. Because otherwise, why? It's supposed to hit, I think, 3 times? Maybe only twice, but definitely not once. And I was like, screw them skeletons. Boom. A bicycle. Alright, so I just cured my poison with a drink and re-equipped my poison badge because getting poisoned is lame. And we got a road. Okay. So, as always, we take the key item, which is the hook, and bring it to the yellow exit point. A pulley system seems to appear. It seems to have some function. Alright, you attach the hook to the pulley. Let's use the pulley to go up. I do think it's a little bit weird that we're going up as opposed to down. Like, you'd think you'd start at the top of the ship, but I guess we're, like, going through the bottom, which is a little bit weird. I mean, look how big this is. Look at that ladder. This is gonna be like an 18-story ship, I'm assuming. Going up. So, I was at that level screen for a really long time. I must have been talking about something crazy, but I have no idea what it was. And I haven't actually needed to cut out as much as I thought. You know, I cut things out when, there's nothing interesting on screen or when I'm not saying anything interesting, so when I do these things where I have to do the audio over, then basically anytime nothing interesting is happening on the screen, I generally cut out a large swath. But also, I do remember this. The hook was given to me within the first 2 enemies, the first 2 times I did the stage, which is ridiculous. That usually does not happen. Man, I don't think anything of note happened there as I warped through the halls. Wow, what you got for me? Sheriff's office. I think that might be the only building that I have found so far in the first part, so it's still gonna be pretty lonely back. I don't think I found any people either. I found, like, bicycles and crap. Also, I know there's a part that I cut out. Basically, I mean, I go forward and edit, and then I do the voiceover. It's whatever. It probably doesn't matter my process, but I had a lot of soap because she kept on stealing soap from 2 of the enemies. So I know I throw out a bunch of soap. I use some soap once I get gooed upon. Hey, hey, hey! Being surrounded. Yeah, there it is. You just gotta keep cleanly down at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know if we've seen this before, the cursed plant. If you remember the other plant from the first dungeon, it's exactly the same. It even moves the same. Like, it spits things. If you get close, it spins and hits you. But, you know, it does look cooler than that weird piranha plant, so it's got that going for it. Alright. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Atla, I see. And I guess I'm doing the thing where I protest switching back to cross and go forward. Ooh! That's a pretty cool thing to randomly find in a chest as a fire gem. Doesn't happen often. It's like, sometimes I'm like, do I even care about these treasure chests? It's just gonna be soap. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna use it. But, then something like that happens. That's why you do it. You just want that rare loot. Give me that rare loot. 2 rare loots in a row? No. I mean, stand-in power is decent, but I usually always have the amount of stand-in powder that I want, so that's never gonna be too exciting. Yeah. A sign. Oh my. I was looking at gameplay footage for Dark Cloud 2, and I do want to play it. I don't know when I'll record it. I'm already being completely ridiculous having 2 RPGs at once, because I figure, you know, I think the people that watch my RPGs are smaller than a bunch of the other stuff. Another sign. Cut out the animation that time, though. So now I'm expecting people to watch 2 RPGs, like... and the other one's a traditional one, which gets low reviews anyway, so... I just couldn't help it, though. I needed to play Jimmy, and I was already playing this. It was in my heart. But, I do not remember where I was going with that. Oh, dear. An annex room. Oh, yeah. But, so, like, it seems ridiculous to try to, like, start Dark Cloud 2 right after this anyway. Plus, I don't own Dark Cloud 2. Someone from, also, holy crap, I got an attack +1 there. I forgot that. That's even more crazy than getting the fire thing. Like, you just don't find those randomly. But, someone from the Oozing Inn, which is my clan in Dynamite, a big part of my channel's history. Anyone who doesn't know about Dynamite, could look that up in my videos and be very confused, probably. It's a bit different than most of my content, because, you know, it's a browser-based game. But, years ago, he told me that he can mail Dark Cloud 2 to me, and when I first started doing this, he mentioned that in the comments again. So possibly I'm gonna take him up on that, and then he can mail me Dark Cloud 2. And then I can, play it and probably do a video on it. It has similar gameplay, it's just there's only 2 characters. And as to whether it's a direct sequel is a little bit dubious. It probably is. There's a few signs that it is, but it's very hard to tell, really. Oh, I guess that I just need to get to the end. But yeah, this is the only... I only did the first 2 dungeons first. I'm really glad that I decided to keep it somewhat short, not overloaded, because my mic decided to explode. Bam! Instant hook! Hold on tight. Alright, I think we are going back to Queens. So, what did I get? Yeah, I only got the sheriff's house. There's no other houses, so... Or the sheriff's office. He doesn't live here. Though some say he's married to his work, so maybe this is his home. No one says that. And we got the prison. Bam. Criminals are held here. Nice sign, so people know we ain't messing around. And King. I'm sure I mentioned that, I got King in the original playthrough, but I didn't notice here. I was probably yammering on about something unrelated. And we got roads and trees. The rest cannot go anywhere. Let's make that sheriff's office look nice. These trees are probably just going to get in the way right later, but, you know. Mimica Breaka. I can put that on Goro's weapon. I was about to say Koro, and then I was like, that's not his name. What am I doing? What are you doing? See, in this situations like this, like, there's no way for me to know what I was thinking. I'm not in control of my own body. Alright, so inside the sheriff's house. Fruit of Eden. Plus 10 HP to someone. That was the only treasure chest in here. So we got 110, 90, and yeah, okay. Definitely giving that to Luna. Now we're all over 100. Part of the over 100 club. Yeah. So, I think that's it. Yep, there's my picture. Cool. I hope this doesn't happen again, but it might. I've got an extra paranoid check, but that doesn't mean the audio's not going to get messed up in some other way. We'll see. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate my patrons. A Taser, Elfboy, Segfault, I say that wrong, Bella, Zorna, Game & Lover, Alabaster Mass, and some crazy guy, as well as YouTube, D-Light, Mr. Dog's Rule, Elon, Jesse, Liam, and Cuberta.